to your Dream Coach podcast, where we talk about building your dream life and business from the inside out through leadership, fulfillment, and growth. I'm Shayla Wey. I'm a small business coach, growth strategist, and believer that when you lead with purpose, everything changes. So today's episode is a powerful one because we're talking about the one thing that changes everything, and that is your mindset. I have found that no matter what strategy you're using or how much experience you have, the real game changer is the way you think. So this episode is called A Powerful Mindset Makes You Unstoppable, and how to train your mind and unlock your full potential. So I'm going to explore the mindset shifts that have helped me build a multi-million-dollar division in direct sales, how I then pivoted into coaching, and now how I help other businesses do the same without burning out or losing themselves. So I'll share some things that I've learned on how to train your mind to lead, to feel fulfilled, and to grow into the person that you were really meant to become. So let's dive in. Well, the first part I want to talk about is how mindset is your foundation. When I look back at every breakthrough moment in my business, it didn't start with a strategy. It started with a mindset shift. And what I found is that mindset is not motivation. It's not a temporary high. It's the foundation. So you can't build a business, a dream, or a legacy on shaky beliefs. And I used to think, well, once I feel confident, I'll take action. But what I've realized is that action breeds confidence. You have to train your mind to move before it feels ready. That's how I built momentum, and that's how I see my clients get that transformation as well. The second part is belief before results. So one of the most powerful mindset shifts I've made and coached others through is choosing belief before the results show up. Now that sounds backwards, right? But what I've found is that people who wait to believe in themselves until they see proof rarely get off the starting block. So I believed in the vision of LFG Global Coaching before I even had a single client. I believed my voice mattered before I even had a podcast download. So this belief allowed me to show up as the leader I was becoming, not just as the one I currently was. The third part is rewriting limiting beliefs or limiting stories. We all carry stories. Stories like, I'm not good with money. I'm not a natural leader. I could never charge that much. And what I found is that those stories aren't facts. They're just repeated thoughts, and we have the power to rewrite them. I started challenging mine by asking, is this story helping me build the life I want? If not, it had to go. Rewriting those internal narratives has made me a better leader, a more fulfilled mom and wife, and a more aligned coach. And this is where mindset becomes fulfilling because it frees you. The fourth thing is resilience is a trained muscle. So I used to think some people were just born resilient. But what I've learned is that resilience is a muscle, and it's built every time you show up when it's hard. I remember a season where everything felt like it was falling apart. I had team challenges, financial pressures, serious self-doubt. But instead of retreating, I doubled down on my routines, on my mindset work, and on leading with integrity. Now, I don't just talk about growth, I've lived it. And the mindset I built in those hard sessions is what helps me mentor others through theirs. The fifth part is mindset and mission equals magic. Here's what I've seen is the most unstoppable people are the ones who align their mindset with their mission. It's not just about hyping yourself up. It's about knowing why you do what you do. For me, helping small business owners and leaders become more confident in their leadership, build strong teams, and actually enjoy their life, that lights me up. When your mindset is tied to something bigger than you, you'll keep going even when it's hard. And you'll lead others with conviction and not ego. The sixth part is practical ways to train your mind. So let's get tactical. You might be thinking, well, sounds great, but how do I actually train my mind? Well, here are some daily habits that have made the biggest difference for me. First thing is your morning identity work. So I'll ask myself, who do I want to be today? Right? Getting the clarity before we hit the ground running on how we want to show up. Who are we in our business? Who are we in our workspace? And anchor into that before I touch any strategy. Visualization and affirmations, I see the version of myself that already has the results I want, and I speak from that place, right? So speaking as if you're already where you want to be definitely helps with the mindset. Boundaries with input. So I'm mindful of what I consume. Mindset is shaped by what you feed it. So podcasts, people, content. So being mindful of that has really, really helped with the growth of my mind. Self-reflection and journaling. Now, this isn't fluffy. It's how I track my patterns and I rewire them. So my journaling is very simple and I do it most mornings, and it's 5 things I'm grateful for. I find it really hard to be in a place of feeling very stressed when you start with gratitude. And 10 things as if I made them happen. And this is where I'm going into who I want to become. And then just any reflection. I don't do a ton of journaling in terms of lots of sentences, but I often will jot down a few thoughts of things that are going great, maybe things I'm frustrated with, and just to get them out of my mind and on paper. And then community. I surround myself with people who think bigger. This keeps my mindset expanding, not contracting. Now, none of this is about being perfect. It's about being committed to growth, even when it's uncomfortable. So if you take away one thing from today, let it be this. Your mindset is not just a tool. It's the engine of everything you're building. When you lead your mind, you lead your life. And when you feel fulfilled from the inside out, you stop chasing validation. And when you commit to growth, you unlock potential you didn't even know was there. So thanks for spending some time with me today. If this episode landed with you, send me a message on Instagram or share it with someone who's building their dream too. And remember, your dream life starts with the way you lead, the way you live, and the way you grow. I'll see you next time on your Dream Coach podcast.